stretches when the streets were winning, and the future looked like it was not promised at all. She largely stayed out of the spotlight. You did not see her doing interviews or showing up on blogs. She was private, she was grounded. But her name became impossible to separate from King Von's story once he exploded, and especially once the world lost him. Now here's the thing about their relationship that people outside of Chicago do not fully appreciate. Tasha was not just a parent in the traditional sense. She was survival. She was the reason Von had any sense of loyalty baked into his bones, because he watched her hold it down with almost nothing. And that experience, that particular kind of pain of watching your mother struggle and being powerless to stop it, became the engine behind everything he eventually built. Every bar about getting his family out. Every verse about making it mean something. Every dollar he stacked and every decision he made about owning his music and protecting his assets. All of it traced back to what he watched his mother go through and the promise he made to himself that it would not always be like that. So let's talk about how Von got to that level, because you cannot understand the value of what he left behind without understanding exactly how fast and how hard he climbed. Davon Bennett started turning heads in Chicago through raw authenticity and a reputation that preceded every bar he ever wrote. His connection with Lil Durk and the Only the Family movement gave him the platform to go nationwide. Projects like Grandson Volume 1, LaVon James, and Welcome to O-Block did not just put numbers on the board. They established King Von as one of the most gifted storytellers in the history of Chicago rap. His ability to construct a scene, to pull you inside the moment, to make you feel the tension and the grief and the adrenaline all at once, was unlike anything the genre had seen in years. He did not just rap about the streets, he documented them. He gave the people who lived it a voice, and he gave the people who never experienced it a window. That dual appeal, the authenticity that speaks to people from the same world and the storytelling craft that speaks to people far outside of it, is what separated King Von from his peers and what continues separating his catalog from the hundreds of other drill projects that came out during the same era. Most of those projects aged. Von's did not. Listeners were not just streaming his music, they were living inside his stories. And that kind of rare, deep connection between an artist and an audience is exactly what makes a catalog worth tens of millions of dollars when all is said and done. But here is where it gets real, fam, because before we get into the estate